Get ready, Riley.
Oh, I am.
Now, the forecast with meteorologist Riley O'Connor.
Anytime I hear dollar bills, I get excited. As we talk about the weather this morning, hey, there, good morning, birds. You see it fly right past there? We're starting off cloudy. In fact, clouds have really started to thicken this morning. You're going to walk outside. You're going to notice it feels a little bit muggy, just like it was yesterday. Right now, it's sitting at 61 degrees. That is above average. Averages are the mid-50s right now. And this is all due to all the moisture that's really starting to pull in with this upper-level system. You notice the little counterclockwise motion right here. That's the area low pressure. All the moisture is really pulling into this. Now, as you look at the trend of the moisture, it's really starting further south and pushing towards the north and the east. So this is really going to be the track of most of the heavier rainfall today. Portland, we're still going to see some of the wet stuff coming in, but I think the heaviest stuff is really going to stay to our south. So as we go ahead and look at the latest radar right now, once you go down the I-5 corridor, some of this not really reaching the ground. The air is not saturated yet. We still have some dry air in the mid levels of the atmosphere. That has to saturate before all that moisture can hit the ground. Where we are starting to see the saturation is further south right now. So we're starting to get some of that light rain moving in. Now, Portland, we're going to start to see our air saturate as the day goes on. So it's going to be a dry morning for you. If you have plans to do any chores outdoors, looking pretty good. Clouds will be around. We'll be about 68 for your lunch hour. And then between about noon and 3, I think we're going to start to see some of that light rain moving into the area. 72, I think, will be for our high today. So still going to be warm and muggy today, but those showers will be making their way in as you head home from work this afternoon. So as we look at the forecast for today, I'm going to put it in motion. Here's about 2 o'clock. Notice how it starts edging towards the north. So again, heavier rainfall down towards the south. We might even get an isolated thunderstorm over the higher terrain. Ben, you're going to see that rain starting later this morning, and this is all going to spread toward the north and the east. So the good news is we're in a drought down towards the south. We need the moisture, so that is going to be a blessing for some of the folks down towards our south. Pendleton, you're not out of the risk for maybe an isolated storm as the day goes on into this evening. And then notice how Portland, we stay wet overnight from time to time with scattered showers around into tomorrow morning, 6 o'clock out the door. It could be a little wet for us. So the further north you are in the valley, the lighter amounts of the rain we're going to see. Maybe up to around 1/4 of an inch. Some of us, if we get a downpour, could end up heavier as the evening goes on. If you're further south in the valley, potentially maybe up to around 1 inch of rain. The mountains could maybe end up with 1 to 2 inches, and over the mountains and points east has that chance of maybe seeing a few isolated thunderstorms. So we're going to end up right around 71 downtown. The rain will start to develop as the day goes on, as that air saturates, and lows tonight in the upper 50s to the lower 60s. Again, the further north you are, I think the lighter amounts will be. So Salmon Creek, you're going to see some of that rainfall later today, as well as Scappoose right around 71 degrees. Seaside about 64. You'll see that developing rain, heavier amounts down towards the south. Eugene, have you a little bit cooler today because the rain's going to start a little bit earlier. Salem about 71, and Kelso around 70 degrees or so. Still warm in Pendleton around 80, and through the gorge we'll see the rain developing tonight. The Cascades are going to get wet today. 64 degrees for Government Camp. So here's that extended forecast. Couple of unsettled days ahead of us. Cooler for Friday and wetter as well. But once we get into the weekend, we start to see the transition warming up to 82 for that next Tuesday. Carly, what do you think of that one?